Hi, everyone. Welcome to Surviving Crisis today. I'm going to be sharing some business tips with you. Let's call it Tip Tuesday, shall we? Sounds interesting to me. Now, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. And for those of you who know me, this is really going to be out of character for me. I'm going to share some information with you that I looked up about the person who the Super Bowl was named after, Vince Lombardi, and what he did at the Green Bay Packers. So, for those of you who know me, you know that sports are really not something that I get into a lot. So, I've done a lot of research on this topic that I wanted to share with you today. So I've got all of this right here in front of me. I'm going to be looking at some notes here while I talk about this. But the reason I wanted to talk about Vince Lombardi today is because he is famous for talking about going back to the basics. He's famous for really pushing the fundamentals of the game. I want to talk to you about business today and how focusing on fundamentals in your business is going to help. So in 1959, Vince Lombardi took over as the head coach of the Green Bay Packers, and many people refer to him as the greatest football coach of all time. The Packers had only won one game the previous season and had not had a winning season in over a decade. So, in fact, they sucked. They were bad. So Lombardi opened the first team meeting very sternly speaking to the team. And he said, "Gentlemen, I have never been on a losing team, and I don't intend to start now with you guys." And so he followed that by holding a football up in the air and stating to this group of professional football players, he said, "Gentlemen, this is a football." Pretty silly. Why would you have to tell professional football players that, right? Lombardi would be the first person to tell you that strategy is important. The key, though, to success is anything but that. It's really in mastering the basics. He demanded that his star players practice the fundamentals of catching, blocking, and tackling. So back to the very basics of playing football. And he spent hours and hours perfecting each and every part of every play with the team. So in their first game together, they beat the Chicago Bears 10-6 and ended the season with a winning record of 7 wins and 5 losses. The following season, they went to 8 wins and 4 losses and won the Western Conference title, and they played at the Super Bowl. They lost to the Philadelphia Eagles, but you certainly would call it an impressive 2-year turnaround time. In season 3, they went 11-3, and they pounded the New York Giants 37-0 in their second trip to the Super Bowl. So in 10 years, with Vince Lombardi as the coach of the team, he had a winning record of 35-6 with multiple Super Bowl wins. Now, here's also what's important to know about this. Lombardi didn't start with new players when he took over. He didn't run a whole bunch of tricky plays to try to fool the opposition. The Packers defeated teams using a very straightforward and methodical system. The secret to the success was executing basics as perfectly as they could. Now, in business, it's very tempting to look for whatever's that bright, shiny new thing and to try to focus on tricks and forget all about executing the fundamentals. So it kind of goes like this. If I had a $20 bill in my hand and you had a $10 bill, and I asked you to trade, your subconscious mind would immediately try to protect you, trying to figure out what's the catch here, what's the risk. Because once you realized that this was for real, you would jump at a chance to trade with me. And when you missed out on that, you'd be kicking yourself for being too slow, and you'd hope that I would do it over and over again. So you want to try to make an offer to your customers that would make them feel just like that. So here's what I want to talk about today. I'm just keeping this very short and very focused today. Just some tips to work on in your business. You want to focus on those fundamentals of your business. So I've come up with the way that I work with business owners. I help any business owner find up to $100,000 in 45 minutes without spending extra money on marketing or advertising. And it's just by focusing on those fundamentals. And it is so simple. So I've got a process I can walk through to help out with that. And I certainly want to help your business get ready for recovery. This is the time to take a look at some fundamentals in your business. What I would love to do with you right now is I would love to sit down and share with you this software that I have access to, this proprietary software. We can run a profit acceleration audit on your business and look for even just one or two strategies of these fundamentals of business that you can use that will help you out during this recovery. So reach out to me. Let me know if you'd like to take advantage of that. Only takes about 30 minutes to do a quick run through to focus on just one or two fundamentals and see what we can do to help your business out. I'm open to having that kind of conversation with you and look forward to hearing from you soon. Have a great day.